everybody, welcome back to Creating with Keisha. On today's episode we are going to do a really fun springtime project. It is called floral wall lettering. You actually can use it for stand-up pieces too, or if you have any other kind of letters that you want to use. We're going to use this for wall decor. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is, depending on how your flowers came, most of the flowers that I got for this project came from one bunch. Like the purples, a lot of the greenery, and then some of the other ones came like single stemmed, and I already plucked those. But I plucked all the flowers off and a lot of the greenery, but I did still have some left. All of the crafts, or everything pretty much that I got for this project, is from Hobby Lobby. If you guys can't tell already, I'm obsessed with that place. It's easy to get lost in there and lose your mind. But the decor and the color that I'm doing for this is mostly purples, yellows, a little bit of whites. You don't have to use the greenery if you don't want to, but I just like that it adds a little bit more color, a little bit more of a rustic-y feel to it, leaving some of the greenery. You can make it all one color, whatever you want to do. There's no kind of right or wrong way to do this. But like I said, I already plucked all the flowers off, and what I did, they were super easy to pluck off. You could just pop them off the stem. But I also cut the little piece. Let me see if any of them have it left. A lot of them have like a little bit of a longer piece to it, and all I did was snip it off just so that I can have a flatter surface to work with when I'm gluing it onto the letter. So what I'm going to do is start in the middle of the letter, just personally, just so I can work in the middle and then kind of work my way out. I like that idea better. And I already played around a little bit with placement just to see how my vision was going to be, how I wanted to work it. So I did do that already too. So I suggest that you just play around with placement, make sure you can never have too many flowers. So I would rather have more flowers than not enough. So I did make sure that I had enough flowers. I have little pearls that I want to add to it at the end, possibly. Like I said, I'm going to start from the middle. So I'm going to start with a leaf for my greenery effect. I'm going to get a different one. Let's see, I like this one. And you want to have a lot of glue. So I'm just going to glue almost like a little zigzaggy pattern to follow the grain of the leaf. And like I said, I'm going to start right in the middle of my letter Y. Of course, be careful with the glue gun. I want it to hang over the letter, hang over the edge a little bit, but not too much, just so you can still obviously make out that it's a letter Y. Because if you cover it up too much, it might just look a little jumbled up. So there's plenty of glue. You don't have to glue down the like the little stem parts of the leaf. I just kind of put the glue, focused it more in the center of the leaf. And then I'm going to grab one of my bigger flowers, the purple, since that's kind of the one of the main accent colors, and do the same thing. I'm going to concentrate my glue mostly towards the middle of the flower. And the reason that I have a wet paper towel here is just to help with the little stringy pieces that come off. If anyone has ever used a glue gun before, you know what I'm talking about. So, still want to see a little bit of the leaf, but I want this to be, I don't want it to be centered exactly. I like the fact that it's off center a little bit. And that one is down. So do the same thing. For the center, I'll probably also use another one of the same green pieces, and then use one of my yellow flowers. So, like I said, I'm going to add some yellows in here, and just since this flower is so big, I think I'm going to use one of my flatter, smaller yellow pieces to add right here. And honestly, if you wanted, you can probably lay out the whole entire thing. Obviously I didn't do it just so I could walk through it with you guys, but you can lay out all of your placement and then just pick them up and glue them. I actually highly recommend that, especially if you have a lot of letters, because you don't want to waste time trying to figure out where you want things to go. And like I said, when you get the flowers, you do have to cut them, and I do like how flat they're laying. If you want a little bit more of like a 3D effect, you can leave the piece that sticks out more, and maybe it'll make it pop out, but I do like the fact that it's flat. If you didn't know, Y is the first letter of my last name, so that's why I chose it. This is a perfect craft to do for a kid's room, a nursery. So I'm super excited to do this for the baby's room in the future. Okay, so also I didn't show you guys, but you probably saw it in the camera shot, also from Hobby Lobby, these floral accents, which are pearls that I'm going to try to work in on the flowers themselves. And for this one in particular, you want to be as meticulous as possible with the placement, just to make sure that even though you're going to put the glue on it, but that it's going to be centered. So I'm going to put that one right in the center of that little white flower, which I think is pretty. You can get different color flowers. You can get rhinestones, which would be really pretty. So don't limit yourself. You can go into the craft store, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and knock yourself out. So I actually think that looks really, really cute. So that's pretty much the gist of how you're going to continue the rest of the letter. So you want to, like I said, place your flower wherever you think it should go. You want to use some greenery, you can, and just continue gluing and knock yourself out until you've filled, obviously covered up all the dead space in your flower. You can, like I said, build it and make it a little bit more 3D if you want, but I'm definitely just kind of focusing on keeping it flat for mine and covering up all the dead space that I can. As I'm going along on this particular letter, I'm making sure that I have a lot of the greenery all throughout the backdrop just to cover up a lot of the empty space, and I just like the way that it looks. I feel like it looks more natural with the greenery added to it. My preference for this letter was to make sure that I spaced out all of the colors. So the purples, the yellows, and the whites, I didn't want them to be clustered in the same area, so I tried to just make sure I did a pattern where they were all separated. You may have a little bit of the flowers or the greenery hanging over the edge of your letter, but that's totally okay. I think that it looks cute even if it hangs over a little bit. And then more towards the end, I added my pearls and I was done. All right, and there you have it, guys. The last thing I did before I closed out was just, like I said, I looked at it from the front, just made sure that there wasn't a lot of white space that I could still see. I looked for a couple more places where I could put some pearls, just so it wasn't only 2 pearls on the letter. And yeah, and then looked for any other spaces where I needed to add maybe just some tiny little flowers, which I did. So I think it came out super duper cute. I'm really excited and pleased with it. If you do this project, please comment below, add your pictures, tag me in it, let me know how you liked it. If you do a whole name, I think that that's super cool, which I said I will be doing in the future. But I love this. So please enjoy when you guys do this craft. If you are not already subscribed, please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, as well as our other channels you heard me mentioning that we're expecting. So we do have our pregnancy vlogs, which are featured on our Team Yancy channel, and all the links will be below. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Enjoy this craft, and please join us again next time for more crafts coming to you. Thanks, bye guys.